Yay, I'm live. I have nobody watching yet. Or liking this. Anyways, I'm doing another one at 5:30. So hopefully more of y'all will be on then. It would be nice if people would get on here so I can know if y'all can hear me or not. I had one waiting. Where are you? The show doesn't start until 3:30, so y'all got time. Wherever y'all are. There's not a lot of people here today. It's pretty dead. So who wants to take a bet that this show's gonna go wrong? I say that it will, but it might not. We'll see. My first live people, come on, where y'all at? Nervous as hell to do this. Y'all aren't even on here. Just kidding. Yay, someone's watching. That's someone. Can you please tell me if you can hear me? And that someone just left.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you sitting in the first 15 rows, you are in the splash zone. There's a good chance that during our presentation, you will be getting very, very wet. If you want to avoid being soaked with ice-cold salt water, you might want to move to higher and drier ground.
You come from adversity and challenge. You come from farmhouses and high-rises. You're people just like us, doing things we could never imagine. To all of you who dedicate your lives to protecting yours, we offer our thanks.
Hi everyone, my name is Jacqueline. On behalf of all of us at SeaWorld, we would like to take this moment to honor the men and women of our armed forces. We proudly welcome you and your families, and at this time we ask any member, past or present, and any ally from around the world to please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in honoring these men, women, and their families. Now, before today's presentation begins, we would like to share some information with you about killer whales.
The ocean covers over 70% of the Earth's surface and is essential to all life, both in the sea and on land. There's one animal that is the perfect ambassador for the ocean, and that's the Orca, or killer whale. In just a few minutes, you'll meet SeaWorld's killer whales. First though, let's find out more about these remarkable animals. Orca, or the killer whale, is the most widely distributed mammal on Earth. They can be found throughout the ocean, all around the world, including in the Arctic, the Atlantic, the Southern, the Indian, and the Pacific Oceans. No other single marine species lives in as many different ocean habitats or is as directly reliant on as many different types of marine life as the killer whale. More than any other marine animal, the Orca is the very embodiment of our shared global ocean. Until about 2 decades ago, scientists didn't know that there were actually several different varieties or ecotypes of killer whales. With effort and observation, however, we discovered that there are actually 10 distinct ecotypes, each differing in size, behavior, diet, lifestyle, and appearance. A striking characteristic of the orca is their black and white skin. This camouflage is called disruptive coloration. In a murky environment, this coloration can make them difficult to detect. Killer whales are counter-shaded. Their top surface is darker than their surface underneath. From below, looking up, they blend in with the light from above. From above, looking down, they're invisible against the dark beds. Killer whales are warm-blooded and breathe air just like we do. Killer whales are the largest members of the Delphinidae, or dolphin family. As you can see, they have impressive physical characteristics. Orcas have keen eyesight, both above and below the water. The dorsal fin of an adult male can be up to 6 feet in height. Powerful pectoral flippers and tail fluke can propel them through the water at a high rate of speed with great maneuverability. Their top speed is nearly 30 miles per hour. Killer whales use echolocation to hunt and to communicate. Communication is also accomplished through tail slaps, breaching, and vocalizations. You'll experience a variety of natural killer whale behaviors during Orca Encounter today. We ask our whales to replicate natural behaviors such as breaching, spy hopping, and tail slaps. While awe-inspiring and entertaining for our guests, these behaviors are also essential to maintaining the health and well-being of the killer whales in our care. Much remains to be understood regarding the Orcilus orca. One thing we do know, however, is that across the globe, they face real challenges as the general health of the prey populations and habitats on which killer whales depend suffer due to changes in the environment. In just a few moments, you'll encounter SeaWorld's killer whales and learn even more about these fascinating animals. As the most widely distributed mammal on Earth, the killer whale is uniquely positioned to represent the beauty, power, and fragility of the ocean.
Hello everyone, my name is Julie. On behalf of our killer whale training team, I'd like to welcome you to Orca Stadium. I've been an animal trainer now for 27 years, and I can tell you that this is not just a job, it's more of a way of life. We've dedicated so much of our personal and professional lives to the animals in our care. It's a huge responsibility, but the ultimate privilege to be able to care for, teach, learn from, and build strong relationships with these amazing killer whales. We're proud of what we do, and we're honored to be able to share what we've learned through our relationships with all of you today and for many years to come. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoy Orca Encounter!
Interconnected ocean. A vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the ocean's beauty than the killer whale.
They live in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the Pacific and beyond.
The killer whale story is the ocean story, and it's one we all share.
We are one world, united by our ocean.
problem-solving abilities. These behaviors keep our whales active and engaged. SeaWorld's killer whales have inspired generations to care for our natural world, and we're excited to share their story with you today.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food web. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high flying and powerful.
We're going to see all of that today and more. These and other behaviors provide an environment full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, and years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Throughout today's experience, you will see these whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors help strengthen social bonds and also allow them to problem solve as a group. This is just one of the reasons why they are known as the ocean's top predator. Their scientific name is Orca. Their common name, the killer whale. These 5 whales have their own personal names: Takara, Sakari, Kamea, Tuar, and Kaiuke. Kamea is the youngest whale at 8 years old, and Takara is our oldest whale at 30 years old. Takara is the matriarch of our whale pod, which means she's the leader. These whales trust us and take an active role in their own health and well-being. Through the use of positive reinforcement training techniques, we teach them husbandry or healthcare behaviors. Joining us on the slide outs are Kylan and Carrie to demonstrate some of these behaviors.
Thanks, Jack. Hey everyone, I'm over here with Sakari, who's 12 years old, and I just asked her to demonstrate one of the first husbandry behaviors that we teach the whales, called a fluke present or a tail present, where the whales present their tail flukes to the trainer. Now, in this position, not only can we get a great look at the underside of their body, but more importantly, it allows us access to the easy-to-see shallow veins located right there on the white undersides of their tail flukes. On a monthly basis, during their routine physicals, our veterinarians will collect a blood sample from those veins, and the whales are conditioned to remain calm throughout the entire process, just as Sakari is demonstrating for us. Now, throughout today's presentation, you'll notice the trainers interacting with the whales in a variety of ways. By giving them rub downs on their body. They have sensitive skin, so this is just one of the ways that we're able to build our relationships with them.
That's right, Carrie. I'm on the other side of the pool with our largest killer whale, Kaiuke, and he's going to help me demonstrate another very important diagnostic, which is being able to get each of our animals' weights. Every Tuesday morning, we actually ask our whales to slide up onto a whale-sized scale, just like Kaiuke is demonstrating right now. Now you might notice in this position, a large portion of his body, from his dorsal fin all the way down to his scale flukes, is still in the water. This area is a very large and powerful set of muscles called the peduncle, and it can weigh several hundred pounds. So in order for us to get an accurate weight on our animal, we simply ask them to lift their tails up. And in this position is how I know that as of this past Tuesday morning, Kaiuke is weighing in at over 9,500 pounds. Now it's important for us to get each of our animals' weights because we want to make sure our younger whales, like Sakari and Kamea, are growing at a proper rate, and our older whales, like Kaiuke, are maintaining a healthy weight. All of these husbandry behaviors ensure that the whales are healthy and thriving.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt, and for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales and for us.
Observational learning and mimicry play a critical role in the life of a killer whale. From the moment they are born, they learn necessary life skills by watching and playing follow the leader with their mother and other killer whales. Here at SeaWorld, they play follow the leader with us by mimicking our movements. So let's play a little game of follow the leader with all of you. We're gonna start on this side of the stadium. Everyone stick your left hand in the air and give Sakari a big wave hello. Look at that! As you can see, she was paying very close attention to you. Killer whales have excellent eyesight, both above the water and below. Oftentimes, we will see them spy hopping and even jumping completely out of the water to get a better view of their surroundings. That behavior is called a sighting bow. So let's ask Sakari to demonstrate. Take your left hand, point it at the ground. Now you're gonna throw it up and over your shoulder. Great signal. Sakari is now going to dive all the way down to the bottom of this habitat. Now check it out, she's coming up right in the middle. Great job. Killer whales can communicate in a variety of different ways, including tapping different parts of their body on the surface of the water, and even manipulating that blowhole right on top of their head to make many different vocalizations. If we direct our attention to the other side of the stadium, Kayuka is going to demonstrate a vocalization for us. So everyone over here, take both fingers like this and bounce them back and forth like you're conducting an orchestra. That was beautiful, Kayuka. Now, did you know sound actually travels 4 times faster through water than it does through air? And when a killer whale jumps completely out of the water and crashes their body back down on the surface, that is called a breach. And that sound can be heard from miles away. Let's ask Kayuka to demonstrate a breach. Take both fingers, point them at the ground. Now throw them up and over your shoulder. Great job. Kayuka, just like Sakari, is going to dive all the way down to the bottom of this habitat. This time, direct your attention right here in front of the glass, because he is going to make a big splash. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. As you can tell, killer whales can communicate by leaping out of the water and making a huge sound. SeaWorld's research and observation of the whales in our care has shed some light on many of the mysteries surrounding these incredible animals. For example, we know that the gestation period of a pregnant killer whale is 17 months. That's information that's impossible to be gathered out in the wild. However, there is some information that can only be gained through field observation. SeaWorld works with our partners like the Norwegian Orca survey to further our knowledge. Killer whales are remarkable, powerful animals, and perhaps the best expression of that power is when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal could be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. On the coast of South America, killer whales will beach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create waves that knock animals like penguins or seals from ice cliffs. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales keep the fish together with swipes of their tail fins.
In the ocean, killer whales create waves to hunt. They use fruit slams to stun their prey, and they can even beach themselves up and out of the water. For the whales, it's a fun demonstration, but for you, it's time to get wet.
on that one. Here he goes doing the stack thing again.
Killer whales are amazing athletes and can eat several hundred pounds of food a day. Depending on where they live and what time of year it is, their prey can vary. Unfortunately, things like overfishing and pollution pose a serious threat to many populations of killer whales.
Killer whales are impressive animals, and it's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right?
Killer whales depend on a plentiful food source and a clean environment. They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
When it comes down to it, killer whales are not the most powerful animal in the ocean.
Their future depends on you.
Through your actions.
Through the choices we all make.
We hold the future of killer whales and the oceans in our hands.
Killer whales continue to surprise and amaze us. They're the perfect ambassador for the ocean, limitless, connected, powerful, but still vulnerable.
The challenges that we face can seem insurmountable.
Don't give up. Be inspired. We can make a difference.
The ocean needs our help, and that seems overwhelming, but together we can make it happen.
There's so much to learn.
So much to protect.
So much to explore.
The killer whale story is still being written, and there are simple things we all can do to make a difference.
All it takes is one choice.
One positive act. One ripple that can grow and grow.
And change the world.
Together, we've got this.
It's a brand new day. Open up your eyes. Discover all the way.
continue to learn from them, and we hope you do as well. Thank you for joining us, and have a great day here at SeaWorld.
Follow SeaWorld on Facebook and Instagram to keep track of our latest rescues and find out more about the animals in our care. Thanks again, everyone. We hope you enjoy the rest of your day at SeaWorld.
Thank you, Val. Yeah, I know, it's pretty cool. But I'll be back at 5:30 to show y'all another show, if YouTube will let me. Alright guys, see that lady? She's about to kick me out. So I'll see y'all back here at 5:30. Thank you for watching.